Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Donnie, and you're watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. Today we have Pack and Chat number 5. I do not have a tag to answer. Let me see if I can grab one real quick. Alright, I got the tag. The tag is called I Love Sleep Tag. So let me get the first order started, and then I will start answering questions. Okay, first order we have is for Linda in California, and she ordered, she has two different orders here because it was a little misunderstanding. One is the Myth of the Mermaid Tail with the rose straightener on it, and the other one is 2 rose straighteners and a flu shot in blue and the League of Legends replica sword pen with the green gem. My goodness, that jet is loud going overhead. Sorry about that. The airport's not too far, but it's far enough to where we shouldn't be getting this noise. Alright, so I was prepared this time, and I have all the bubble wrap cut out and set up. So here are your 2 rule placers, your rose straighteners. Here is your flu shot in blue. Here is your League of Legends with the green gem. And here is your mermaid pen with a rose straightener on it. So I'll start wrapping these up, and I will answer this question as I'm wrapping. First question is, what is your routine before going to sleep? Well, the very first thing I do is I go to the bathroom so I don't wake up in the middle of the night needing to go. Brush my teeth. I check my phone for any last messages or notifications so that I can start off the morning fresh with new notifications. I have one game I play on my phone that I do the rounds on before bed, and I make sure my CPAP is filled up with water and that my mask is clean. And then I make sure my alarms are set, but they're normally set because I have them for Tesla's school. I have it just set for Monday through Friday, but on days where I need to get up early to do pen orders, I make sure that I have my 4 a.m. alarm set. Which reminds me, today I didn't even have my alarm set for her school. I forgot to check it because I was so tired when I went to bed last night. She had the buses were on snow routes yesterday because the roads were icy. So she had school delayed for 2 hours. And that meant, well, she had 2 hours extra to sleep. And so all my alarms were still set. Well, that was only a one-time alarm. So I didn't have any alarm set because I turned off the 7 a.m. alarm. I did not get washi tape. Let's see, what color were we using? I think we were using this purple one here. So, but last night with this order, I was just so tired. I couldn't do it last night, so I was going to get up at 4 in the morning. But Jim has been in training, so he needed to be a time when he could do it too. And he's not getting up at 4 a.m., I can tell you that. So we just decided to get up at 7, get her off to school, and then do it then, because the mail hasn't been coming until, you know, like 11 o'clock. Well, we got to work making the pens and everything, and then I realized I did not schedule the postman to stop at the house, which is good because the mail actually came at like 9:30. And we weren't ready because, you know, here it is right now. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm just getting started with this part because I had to get the, I wanted to get a video up other than these pack-in chats. So I got my third video up for my Huracan haul. And then I couldn't do much during that time because my husband's was having issues with his computer, not connecting to the internet very fast. So he had scheduled the cable company to come out to give us a new modem or try and figure it out or whatever. They gave us a new modem, so we had to have a new password set. So all our internet connections weren't automatic anymore. We had to put the new password in. I had to wait for the internet to come back up and yada yada. It was just an ordeal. So I couldn't get that video posted with no internet. So I had to wait. And while I was waiting, I just cut out the bubble wrap for each order. Figured we could make this video a little bit shorter. I know some of you like the long videos, but at least this way it's not too super long, especially considering I already have another video up that's kind of long for today. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap out this. Well, I think I need to get some washi tape for the other, because this is the last of this color. After these are done, I will have to go. That'll probably be around the time that the clip ends anyway. So, also, what I do before bed, I get all cuddled up with Teslin and go to sleep. But I was so tired I just couldn't believe how tired I was last night. All right, Linda, your order is ready. And let's get that in the envelope here. This is the only package that has, this is the only order that has 2 packages that will go in it. So the row placers will be back in the store tomorrow. I have an order coming in for them tomorrow. All right, next order is for Carol in California. She ordered the 2 row straighteners and a diamond tipped pen that is red with white dots. There is your receipt. That put in there. And here is that order right here. And bubble wrap is all ready. Here's your 2 row straighteners. And here is your purple, red with white dot drill pen. So let's get this wrapped up. See, when I have these little row straightener pink pens, I don't need to, make a separate wrapping for it. I'm thinking I may not need to use these big envelopes. I want to see if there's a possible way of cutting the shipping back for you guys, if I can get it in some kind of a smaller. I think I might have to talk to the post office about what I can put them in that would reduce the cost. I do know I have somebody in Canada who would like one, but they, you know, it's outrageous. I mean, I agree how outrageous it is. I just shipped off, I mean, the cost of shipping. I just shipped off the Winners packages, and they weren't very large boxes. I was able to get a lot to fit into a smaller box, but it doesn't matter how big the box was. It goes by the weight and how many zones you cross. And one of the Winners was in Maryland, which is on the other side of the country from me. So it has to cross all 10 zones, all of them. So shipping was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I mean, the package was 3 pounds, 10 ounces. So I was just in shock. I was just like, I called and I said, is this right? This doesn't seem right. Why is it so much? I couldn't even pick, you know, first class mail. I had to pick priority mail, because if it's over 1 pound, you have to go with priority mail. So, but they'll get it in 2 days. 2-day priority mail. So they force you to send it priority mail if it's over 1 pound. I mean, I think that's all part of their way of staying alive because of the whole email era. They were worried because the Postal Service was, you know, they had been talking about shutting cutting back on the postal deliveries, not having Saturday deliveries anymore. This was back, you know, when they were first really hit hard with having the email around. When email started to be really big. And but having that contract with Amazon for Sunday deliveries really helped keep them in business. All right, so Carol in California, your order is ready. So that's why some people, when they order from my shop, I couldn't figure out why the shipping was different for different people. And it's because I understand when the weight is higher, but when it's the same exact item, it was because they're in a different part of the country and it takes, it goes across more zones. Next order is for Corina in Oklahoma. She was the second place winner, actually, of my giveaway. And she couldn't email me, but she told me how she had placed an order, how we had talked because we had been in Oklahoma. We both had lived in Oklahoma. Well, she lives there. But she couldn't email me, but she said I could send it to the address that was on the envelope, the order, so that's what I did. And hers wasn't quite as expensive to send. Hers was only 1.5 pounds, but it was still, it was about more what I expected it to be. But for that first package, it was ridiculous. So she ordered the Myth of the Mermaid tail with the row straightener. Here's your receipt. And here is the order right here. Just the 1 pen. There's your row straightener. Okay, let me get this. My computer went black. Okay. Number 2, what do you do when you can't sleep? Well, if I can't sleep, I'll get back up and I'll go diamond paint. Because I know that laying there when you can't sleep, Does you no good. Plus, you waste time. It wastes time that you could be doing something else, you know? Can't sleep, can't sleep. And number 3. Oh, well, sometimes which it rarely ever happens that I can't sleep. If I really need to get to sleep and I can't, I'll take some ZzzQuil, which is NyQuil without the medicine in it. It's just for, you know, getting to sleep. A sleep aid, I guess, that you can buy over the counter. Number 3, what is your favorite sleeping position? Laying on my left side with my arm laid out, and Teslyn lays her arm her head in the crook of my arm, and my other arm is curled around her tummy. And that's my favorite position, but I never wake up that way. Sometimes I will have my arm under her the entire night, which kills my elbow, being in that position for the whole night. But most of the time I wake up and I'm on my back, but I still have my arm under her head. She wakes up in such a good mood when she gets a full night's sleep, and she'll get a full night's sleep if I go to bed at the same time she does. Because then she won't wake up in the middle of the night and come looking for me. Because that happens a lot when I was doing, you know, staying up late, doing things at night. I like it better this way, where I go to bed at night, get up in the morning, and do my thing. Sometimes, though, even when I get up at 4 a.m., she'll get up at like 5:30 or something and come find me. So, Corina, your order is ready. Get that going to Oklahoma. And congratulations on being the second place winner in the giveaway. You should actually get it. I sent them off yesterday, so you guys should get them tomorrow. You actually will probably get it before you get your pen. Okay, next order. I forgot to announce that there. You probably see it in the title though. There are 17 orders and 32 pins. Not as big as the Weekend Rush, but we still have quite a few orders here. Okay, this next order goes to Karen in Pennsylvania. She ordered a rose straightener, a pink little bit of sparkled pen, and the diamond tipped pen that is light purple with white polka dots. And there's your receipt for the 3 items. And here are your pens. Here's your rose straightener. Now, I put the longer pink shafts on these rose straighteners because I didn't like those shorter ones, so I found longer ones. And here is your pink little bit of sparkle, and your purple with white polka dot diamond tip pen. And get those wrapped up. Alright, so my favorite position on my left side. And let's see. Next question. Where can I wake you up for? Huh? Where can I wake you up for? Where can I, what? I do not understand that. Where can you wake me up? Oh, maybe what can I wake you up for? Phone calls, I normally will. I'm okay with waking up for a phone call. If one of my kids needs something, most of the time it's Ayla. or Teslin when she's home. If I'm like taking a nap. Normally, no, I don't get woken up when I'm in the middle of the night, but you know, sometimes like when there's an emergency, like a car accident, flat tire, kid goes into labor, yeah, those kinds of things. You can wake me up when it's time to eat. I mean, I'm talking like nap times, because normally you don't have to wake me up. I wake up at a certain time consistently, so yeah, I'm guessing that's what that question is saying. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. The next question is number 5. When or what time does your alarm clock go off? When? What time? Oh yeah, okay. It goes off at 7 a.m. during the week. Unless I have to get up for a pin shipment, then it'll go off at 4 a.m. I don't know. Since my husband's not working, I might just start having him go to the post office and take the shipment in instead of having the postman come to the door and do it, because that puts a rush on things and means I have to get up that early, and I don't have to when I'm getting up at 7 a.m. anyway to get Tesla off to school. So I might just change it to where I have him deliver the packages to the post office instead of making myself get up 3 hours early. So Karen in Pennsylvania, your order is ready. Get that in your envelope. Boy, this paper is leaving some silvery stuff on me. I'm thinking this might be going a little faster than before. Alright, the next order is for Gail in California. She ordered the My Little Pony pen and the clearly rounded in green, and she does want it filled. There's your receipts. And here are your pens. This is a really nice weighted pen. It's all metal. This is a really nice pen. And here it is for you, your drill tip. And here is your clearly rounded, filled with green. And there's your drill tip. Let's see if we can get this wrapped and done before my timer goes off, that my clip needs to be changed. I need to go get new washi tape anyway, because I don't have any over here that matches the next color. Now, I've had people ask about my tape dispenser, which is this mermaid tape dispenser. I got it on Amazon, and I do have it on my Amazon page, which is linked down below in the comment section, or the description box. As is my shop. My shop is listed down there as well, the pen shop. If you ever just can't access that, the shop is www.etsy.com/shop/drillpenfrenzy. That's the name of my shop. I'll put it up here on the screen in case people are watching. Sometimes people are watching on their television and they can't access the comments. Oh. That's the notification for when Teslin has early release on Wednesdays, which that is not this week. And I don't even realize what time it is anymore. That's why I have to set alarms for everything. And I didn't realize I knew it was Wednesday, but I forgot that Wednesdays, every other Wednesday she has early release. I'm just so glad her bus drops her off right in front of our house. I mean, right outside my window. Alright. This is so pretty. So Gail, your order is ready. Oh, and I can actually probably start another one, or get another one done before the timer goes off. Get your envelope closed up. There we go. Let's see. The next order is for Marianne in Pennsylvania. And she ordered the little bit of sparkle in blue and the double-ended gem-topped pen in purple. There's your receipt. You can see it. And that is right here. There we go. Here is your double-ended. There's the one end with the drill tip. And there's the end with your pen. And here is your little bit of sparkle in blue. There's your drill tip. There's your little bit of sparkle. I'm going to get to the next question after I tape this and go get some washi tape. So I'm just going to stop this clip here and start a new one when I get back with the washi tape. Be right back. Alright, I'm back and I have my next color set up. I got washi tape. We are going to use this one next. Isn't it pretty? Purple and silver. Well, it's pink and silver, sorry. Alright, so let us wrap up Marianne's pens here. My next question on the tag is snooze or getting up instantly? I do not hit snooze because I have to get my daughter ready for school. And sometimes I let the alarm go for a few seconds, you know, so she knows it's time to get up. But she generally wakes up in a really good mood, so she's like, I'm up. Really cute. But back in the day, I would set my alarm really early so I could have a chance to wake up. And I would definitely hit the snooze button back then. Because it wasn't me that was needing to, because it wasn't somebody else that was relying on me to get them up. So, or when I had to get the kids off to school, it was always... So I guess it just depends on the circumstances. So much pink, oh my goodness. For some reason I'm just off my game on this one. Alright, there we go. And the next question is, do you sleep in over the weekends? I really don't have a weekend. I mean, Saturday is my only day, but I'll sleep in if I can. Most of the time, my sleep schedule's been so messed up So I'm either up really, really late or I'm up really, really early. Oh my gosh, what was it last week? I was getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that was just really bad for my schedule. Because it was bad for Tesla too, because she'd wake up wanting to know where I was because I wasn't there, even though I had been asleep with her for a while and she didn't realize it. And then her sleep gets interrupted and she doesn't have a good full night's sleep. So Marianne in Pennsylvania, your order is ready. And let's get your pin put in your envelope here. Okay, that one's done. Next order is for Tara in Texas. She ordered the Myth of the Mermaid with a single drill tip. Here's your receipt. And something somebody suggested to me that I've just got to figure out. I got to figure out how to work it. To sell sets of drill pins like these with the different tips, like a single, a 3, a 6, a 9, and the row straightener. Just for people, I mean, I just don't know how many people would be interested in having a full set of them and with one particular pin. Oh, here's your drill tip. And maybe that's another poll I'll need to put up. A lot of people watching the videos don't know about the polls. Like, I'll put a poll up right here in the eye. The eye will pop up here in the corner. If you don't see it pop up, pause the video and it will be there. And I will ask the question if you would be interested in sets of pins of your, I know the mermaid pin can be done and the peacock pizzazz can be done, but I'm not sure I have full sets of, that many sets of one color. You might have to have different colors on those. But I have a lot of the mermaid pins coming in, so there will be plenty of those to do in sets. And I'm still, it's going to be a while before I get the, well, we'll see. I might be able to have sets starting as early as tomorrow, maybe. But if you're interested in having sets of pins, those two are the only ones, as far as I know, that I can for sure do the multi-placer, that I can just put a full tip into. Other pins, I'm not so certain that they can be done that way. So we're looking at the mermaid pin or the peacock pizzazz. If you guys are the type to, you know, pray, send out good vibes, I just have a request of you. The person, I call her, she's my editor for my Etsy shop. Her name is Dorothy, and she has been out for a while. She's got some health issues that are, you know, pretty painful, and so she hasn't been able to update the listings. She hasn't probably been able to do a whole lot of anything. Eating is one of the problems that I just hope she doesn't mind me talking about it, but I just really hope that she gets well soon. You know, not because I need her, but because she needs to get well. I mean, it's been a while, and I hate to see somebody, such a sweet person, you know, especially going through something like that. And it just kind of hit out of nowhere, because one day we were talking, and then the next day she was just like MIA, and I hadn't heard from her for a few days, and I finally did hear from her, and she told me she'd been in the hospital, and she wasn't doing so well. So I will contact her and make sure that it was okay that I spoke about her. If it wasn't, then I will be, you won't know the difference, but I will have to do a voiceover for this part. But I would really like it if you guys could give her your best thoughts to get better. She does watch my videos. Of course, that's how I met her. Tara in Texas, your order is ready. Okay, put it in your envelope here. I need to open up some of my mail today and maybe record some videos, but you may not see them for a month or another couple of weeks at least. All right, that one's done. Next order goes to Wanda in New York, and she ordered just a single straight row straightener. And there it is. I also want to put a big thank you out there to my husband for, well, I know he doesn't watch these, but for stepping up to volunteer to learn how to help make pens, and all the ideas he's come up with, and all the behind the scenes stuff that he's researching on helping to try and see if we can set up some merchandising. I've got to do a little bit more research to determine if we're going to be able to do the merchandising. And we were talking about a vacation for next year, but we're trying to figure out how we would manage that with everything that with the pen shop and everything. And also, if he gets another job, it's kind of going to be difficult to do that. So we kind of thought maybe he would be able to do this full time, and that's one of the reasons why he has wanted to start learning how to make the pens, because so far I think we might be okay if things go the way they are going right now, and they continue to go this way. He wouldn't need to get another job. He could just help with the shop full time, and that would leave me to do more videos. I mean, I think I mentioned this in the last video I did, but he would, he's got to get, oh, that's the wrong tape. He's got to get better at making the pens, because I still have to check each pen that he does and show him where he needs to do something different or redo it. And because I'm very strict on these pens, they have to be to me, they have to be perfect. And he's like, "You're a perfectionist." I'm like, well, that's kind of what people expect from me. That's one of the reasons why I do have such good ratings, is because I am kind of a perfectionist. I am actually extreme perfectionist when it comes to my pens, and I want to make sure that they are high, the quality I would want when using a pen. So he's just got to understand all those things and take those into consideration when making the pens, so that he's not having to redo them, or I'm not having to redo them. That way he can do them on his own, and I'll still check them before I ship them out, because that's just me. And then that'll leave me to be able to do the wrapping and the videos. and doing more unboxings. I'll be able to do more unboxings and hauls and stuff like that. So Wanda in New York, your pin is ready. I'll get you in the envelope here. Like I said, I'd like to find another way to ship these little ones without having to break the bank. But I'll talk to the post office about that. Next order goes to Gail in Massachusetts. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I think MA is Massachusetts. I need to study that, I think. I need to, study my state abbreviations so that I'm not looking like a dummy calling something that it's not. But she ordered one row straightener and a double-ended gem-topped diamond painting pen in blue. There's your receipt. All right, Gail, let's get that pen. All right. So there's your double-ended pen. There's the drill tip. And there's your pen tip. And here's your drill straightener. Row straightener, I should say. I meant. Alright. And let's wrap these burritos nice and tight. Yeah, that was one of my first jobs, was working in a Mexican restaurant. I learned how to wrap burritos, that's for sure. That's something that never leaves you. You never forget how to wrap a burrito once you learn. Alright. Get this nice and pretty. Now, I have had a few people ask me certain questions that I just, I don't answer. Because, you know, it's like, this is my living. And when people go about asking for trade secrets, it's kind of hard to, you know, sit there and just say, no, I'm not going to tell you. But to be, you know, to not answer the question, I just don't know how to answer that question. I don't feel comfortable. Should I tell people how I do things the way I do, and just let them open their own shop and do it because they learned everything from how I showed them? Or should I just gently remind people that this is my way of living and there's certain things that are trade secrets? You know, I don't know how to approach that. And I feel bad. I really do. I just don't know how to answer those questions. And the one thing is that I made my group on Facebook to connect with my the people that watch my videos, and so that we can share things with each other, and I can see your work. And I know the group has gotten really large. And there's a lot of people in that group that don't watch the videos, and some of them are just, you know, coming in basically off the streets and joining, and they have nothing to do with the YouTube channel whatsoever. They don't watch YouTube or whatever. Gotten some people that have been quite rude, and I don't think they understand what that group was for. But yeah, it's my place to be able to show people my pens, and because I know people are interested in them, and that's a good place to let you all know that I have new pens coming out. And then also I show in my videos. And I've had some people ask me if they can advertise their Etsy shop selling pens in the group. What would you say? I mean, if you were in my situation, what would you say? What would you do? I mean, I won't get offended as to what you would do, but I'm just curious because, again, this is my living. Yeah, let me know down below what you would do if you were approached like that, to advertise, somebody else ever wants to advertise their store and their product that you make the same product of. So, yeah, I am a people pleaser and I hate telling people no. So, yeah, just let me know. All right, so Gail in Massachusetts, your order is ready. And I will get that little piece down there. Okay, let's get your order stuck in the envelope here. Nice and sound, safe and sound. I can't get to my garbage can right now. That's why all these little things are sitting over on the side. And my husband just picked up lunch. I'm getting close to being finished. Alright, next order is for Lisa. She ordered the Myth of the Mermaid with the Rough Fixer. And that's Lisa in Wisconsin. I know WI is Wisconsin. At least I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, husband got the mail. It's sitting there and I don't know what's in it. It's from Amazon and I want to look. So here is your rose straightener. And my next question is, what kind of weird stuff do you do while you are asleep? Oh, well, I snore if I don't have my CPAP on. I talk in my sleep, and I will hold conversations. And Teslin is taken after me. She does that too. She only snores if she's congested, but she does talk in her sleep. It's funny. But sometimes I know that I'm talking in my sleep. Like, I will be on the verge of, I can't wake up, but I'm kind of coherent as to the fact that people are asking me questions, and I'll try to answer them as lucid as I can, but I'm actually asleep, so I can't answer them, like a normal person would if they were awake. I was staying with a friend one time, Melissa, when I moved back up here from California after working for my dad, and my house wasn't going to be ready until the middle of the month, and I had to move out at the first of the month so that I didn't have to pay extra rent on my house that I was renting in California. So I had to have a place to stay for a couple of weeks. Well, I stayed with my friend, and I was sleeping on her couch, and I wanted to go to sleep, so I could sleep with them in the room. Her and her husband were in the room. She was pregnant at the time, but it has nothing to do with anything. I just remember that. I remember that happening where they were talking to me and they were just having a ball because they'd ask me questions, they'd be laughing because I would just be really silly. But I don't say mean things. I don't spill trade secrets, or maybe I do, I don't know. I doubt it though. Half the time I can remember sometimes I can remember some of what I'm saying. But, yeah, that's a fun party trick if I ever start talking in my sleep. You just start asking me questions, and 50-50 chance I will answer. So that's what I do in my sleep. That is weird. So, Lisa, in Wisconsin, your order is ready. So let's get this on the envelope. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about my husband getting involved in this so that it leaves me open to doing more stuff that I need to do. Like, there's so much organization that I need to do. I just can't. I don't have the time. The pin store is doing, I'm not complaining whatsoever, but it's doing way better than I ever thought it would. Yeah, I'm just basically in shock. All right, we have 7 more. Next one is for Ashley, who just placed an order in my last shipment from Texas. This time she ordered the blue paintbrush and a rose straightener. I had 15 rose straighteners and I sold out of all of them within 3 hours. So every single one of these, the drill straighteners are in this order here. Oh, did I show you your receipt? Did I? I don't know. Here you go. There's your receipt, which will be in the envelope that I mail your pins in. I wanted this to be an hour-ish video, but it looks like it's going to be about an hour and a half. Alright, so there's your paintbrush pen. And there is your rose straightener. Now I do a stress test on these pens before I send them out, where I will push down on the tip, and I exceed the point where it should be when people are diamond painting. I do it a little bit harder than that just to make sure, you know, they're not going to break. So I've actually had some people contact me saying that their pen tip pushed up into the inside. I don't know how that would happen, unless something happened with it. I don't know if it got, I don't know. But if that ever happens, I can just, they've contacted me. It's happened one time, and then one other pin had the tip wouldn't stay in, but that is not normal, because like I said, I do test every one of them before I send them out and approve them to be okay to go. But if that ever happens, you just contact me. I will let you know how to fix it, because each pin is different, each scenario is different. But I back my work up, because I feel that I go through the ringer to make sure that they are as perfect as they can be, because I would not want anyone to get their pen and it fall apart. I mean, ask my husband. Things I check on these things to make sure they're good enough to go. He's like, man, you're picky. I'm like, yep. I'm trying to get this at the right direction. And this stuff is so slippery. It's at the end. When it's the end of the package, it gets kind of... Here, I'm going to have to do this. But so much for this being a shorter video by having everything ready. I don't understand that. I thought it would be shorter. That makes people who like the long videos happy, but it doesn't make my analytics on YouTube very happy, because I don't have, I don't get as many views on these ones. On these videos. So it just means I've got to make sure I'm still putting out other videos, which I finally got that third Hula Can video out. I mean, I've had it uploaded, I just didn't have all the information written on it. I've had it uploaded for like 2 days, but I couldn't make it public until I put the title and description and all that stuff on there. There's a lot of work. Some people, you know, want to make a YouTube channel and they're thinking, oh, it looks easy. You know, at first it is. Especially if you only do a video like once a week, like some channels do. Some big channels can get away with that. But I have consistently been putting out a video a day. Sometimes, you know, at one point, and sometimes I'll do 2 a day. And at one point I was doing 2 every single day. But, you know, there's going to get a point where I'm going to run out of material. If I could do 2 a day, still, I would. And I will. Like today, there will be 2 videos up. because of the Hookhan one, and I will get this one out today, even though the last shipment that I did, I just posted that yesterday. But that's because I was too tired to finish it up on the day that it actually went out, which was Monday. So, okay, this little burrito is ready. Alright, so Ashley, thank you. Your order is ready. Let's get your order in its little sleeping bag. You guys get these stuff really quickly. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. That means that my clip is about to end. I have like less than a minute. And I only have 6 to go. So guys, I will be back in a minute. I'll probably open that package from Amazon while I'm resetting the clip. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. I opened my package from Amazon, and because you guys are special for watching all my long videos, I'm going to show you what came. It's a sneak peek because I don't have it up yet, but they are pens. And I've never had this particular style of pen in the shop before. Look at these. Look at those pretties. Look at all the sparkle. And these are the metal pens. So they're a little better quality. I think they're metal. I mean, they feel metal and they've got a little bit of heft to them. But they've got all those sparklies in there. Look at that. So there are, I love this color right there, that royal red or crimson red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Look at the different colors there are. They are so pretty. I thought I'd take the chance and see if anyone likes them. And they do have the stylus on the other end. Oh, this is purple. I didn't even notice it was purple. Look at that. It looks blue in the camera, but it is purple. So that's another thing I have on my to-do list, is to take photos of all my new pens that I have. And I have a lot. And they're not in the shop yet, so I do need to get them in there. And not only do I have to make sure to restock things that go out of stock, but I also have to try and keep it interesting by finding new stuff. All right, let's get back to doing this. The next order goes out to Susan in California, and she ordered the Loud and Proud Mini, the polka dot with the pink top. And there is your receipt. And here is your pin. Is your wrapping paper. This is what I was talking to you about in the message. I sent her a message because I wasn't going to sell this pen and I forgot to take it out of my inventory because it's a bit, the paper covering is a bit wrinkled. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, it's a bit wrinkled there. It still works, but it's not my perfect pen that I personally would want to sell, but there's your drill tip. It sticks out nice and far. Alright, so the next question on my tag is, how many pillows do you have? I have one pillow. It is a Tempur-Pedic side sleeper pillow. Because of my neck issues, I really needed something that was going to support my neck, even with sleeping on the side. They're $100 pillows, but I got 2 of them for free. When we bought the bed, right before we got married, or it was right after. We'd been saving for it, and so that when we got married, we'd have, you know, a brand new bed. That's just been ours. And when we were purchasing the bed, we did buy the frame, the box spring thing, which we ended up not being able to use because with the type of frame that I have, my bed frame, the frame kept breaking. But when I put a regular box spring on underneath, it was fine. The frame wasn't breaking, so I don't know what it was about that frame. It just, the box spring, it just kept breaking. There was not enough support. There was something. But that thing was a $400 box spring, so I ended up putting it under Stephanie's bed and taking her box spring. And, yeah, but when we bought it and we threw that in addition, so I'm like, okay, will you throw in 2 free pillows? And they're like, yeah, you have like 90 days to try the bed out, and if you don't like it, you can return it and get your money back or whatever. And they said, but if you return the bed, you have to return the pillows too. And I'm like, well, no duh. I mean, you don't, get something when you purchased, as a incentive and then keep it. So, but we didn't return that bed. Are you kidding? We still have it to this day. So it's almost it's almost as old as we have been married, which is 9 years. It will be 9 years next month, actually. And that's another thing we were trying to plan out, is a weekend away. I might have to put my shop on vacation mode for 2 days or 3 days, because there's no way I'm going to be doing pins while I'm on an anniversary weekend or whatever we do, and then come back and be over flooded with orders. I don't know how it works anyway. All right, so Susan, your order is ready to go. Here is your, let me make sure that was your order. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting really warm. I need to take my hoodie off. Get that packed in there. Come on. All right, good to go. Next one is to Sonia in West Virginia. I have never had one from any orders from West Virginia yet, till now. And she ordered the Peacock Pizzazz in red. That's your receipt. And here is your pin. Here's your Peacock Pizzazz. So this is the other pin that I would be able to do the sets of drills. She did not want it filled, so it is not filled. There's your drill tip. And get this wrapped up. So 1 pillow. Long answer for a short question. What do you wear to bed? And I've already answered this question in a previous tag. So I'm going to, if you really want to know what I wear to bed, you'll have to watch that video and figure out which one it is. I've actually answered it twice in 2 different tags. Alright, so the next question is, do you sleep with or without socks? Oh no, I do not sleep with socks on. I couldn't do that. I actually, if I'm really cold and I go to take a nap, I will get in bed with my coat and my hoodie on and everything. I actually was so cold last night, I slept with a long sleeve shirt because it was freezing. It was like, here, 30 degrees is freezing. I mean, that's technically the freezing point, but right now it's 42 degrees, and I'm really warm. I've got my heater going, but shutting it off because all of a sudden I'm really hot. I'm wearing a long sleeve and a hoodie. But 30 degrees is hot, is cold. We generally, here in Oregon, you will find people walking around in shorts and flip-flops when it is 50 degrees. Because that is warm weather to us. We are used to it being rainy and cold, but there's a certain point when it gets to where you're going to have to put pants on. You can't go around in shorts all year round. Well, some people do. Crazy, crazy people do. They do. Alright. Peppa Pig goes viral in China. My Echo Show, it has these news headline things that they feel are worthy of having Alexa recite to us. Cancel. And that was one that was just popped up on the screen. Thought that was interesting. Apparently there's a Peppa Pig video that somebody altered where it shows somebody stabbing them and blood's like spewing everywhere, and a bunch of mom groups were like, watch out for Peppa Pig, it's showing on YouTube Kids, and it never showed on YouTube Kids for us. It was on regular YouTube that it showed. So I don't know how people saw it on YouTube Kids, but my sister warned me about it because, or my oldest daughter was warning me about it, and I'm like, well, I keep an eye on her, what she's watching very closely, and I have not seen it. And then I finally found it. It was on regular YouTube. All right, so Sonia in West Virginia, my tongue is tied. West Virginia, your order is ready. And let's get this baby in this sleeping bag here. Go on a 2-day camping trip. 2 to 3 days to get to you. I don't know. I'm still afraid. Some people that ordered stuff right about the time that big storm came through the East Coast, they had notified me that they still hadn't got their order, and I'm like, oh boy. My tracking for Postal Service said it still had, that it was still out there somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. And I don't know if it ever arrived for her or not. If that was you, let me know if you ever got your package. If you didn't, I'll see what I can research and see if I can figure out where it's at. But I haven't heard anything, so I'm guessing she got it. So, all right. Oh, next order. We have 4 to go. Is to Rebecca in Oregon. Every time I see Oregon, it kind of freaks me out because of my person that shall not be named, who has been giving me issues. She's also in Oregon. This is the mermaid pin, and she wants the row straightener on it. Here's your receipt. So you should get yours pretty quickly. You'll probably have it by tomorrow. And here is your pin with the row straightener. It's kind of hard to see over the pink. There we go. The mermaid. Okay. Oh, next question, like screensaver. Okay, what size, how big is your bed? I have a queen. Yep, queen. And the next question is, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is put on my glasses. That was one of the questions I gave for a question of the day one time. I sit up and I put my glasses on because I cannot see a thing anymore without them. Well, I guess the first thing I do when I wake up is turn my alarm off. But I guess technically I'm not completely awake when I do that. Alright. Okay, next question. Do you dream every night? As far as I know, I do. I have been a big dreamer. Always, as far as I remember, I've always dreamt. You know, but then of course I don't remember the dream much longer after I wake up. I wish I could just record my dreams. Because there's been some really doozy dreams that I really want to share, and then by the time I get to the point where I could share it, I don't remember anymore. Because you want to tell somebody, you know, and you have weird dreams or off the wall things happen in your dreams. It's like, man, I had the craziest dream last night. Yada, yada, yada. Well, I actually had a dream when I was a kid, and we used to, at lunchtime once a week, we'd have the counseling center or whatever. We have this certain group that we'd get together and we'd talk about things, and I really enjoyed it when they wanted to know what we dreamt or something. I had remembered a dream that I told them about, and it was so off the wall. Everyone was like, oh wow, you know, and I really loved the reaction that people got. And I think I actually just elaborated on the actual dream and made it even more fantastic than it really was. Just to get more reactions, more, you know, ooh, ah, cool, you know, reactions out of people. I didn't get a lot of good attention when I was in middle school. Well, it was junior high for me. We didn't have middle school. It was junior high. All right. So, Rebecca in Oregon, your order is ready. And let's get that there. All right. Next one is to Jamie in Oklahoma. They ordered the pink double-ended diamond-tipped pen and a teal peacock pizzazz filled. And there's your receipt. I left them a message on Etsy, but I didn't hear back from them, so I'm not sure if they watched this YouTube or not. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the order. Here is the double-ended peacock drill pen in pink, and there's your pen, and there's your pink gem. These are a bit longer. I actually, yeah, I'll tell you guys about that when I show my new pens. Okay, and so here is your filled teal peacock pizzazz pen. And there is the tip. Okay, let's see if I can get this finished in 10 minutes, because that will make it the hour-and-a-half mark. Because I keep, when I'm answering the tags, sometimes I stop working to talk. So let's see if we can just keep working and talk at the same time. Next question is, what dream or nightmare can you remember? Well, lately, I've been having a lot of bad dreams about my mom, where she's just really, really mean to me. And that wasn't my mom in person, so I don't know why I'm having these horrible, horrible dreams about my mom. I mean, ever since she passed away, it's like, you don't want to remember bad things about someone that, you know, you really love. And it's not like it was a real memory. It's not a memory. It's their dreams, and they're just horrible. I mean, she's just mean and not supportive, just all sorts of anything mean you can think of. That's what she is in my dreams, and I hate having those because to me that's a nightmare. It's like my mom wouldn't do that. So I don't know why my subconscious is making me have dreams like that. It's not nice. And it just upsets me. So that was a dumb question to ask. Why would you ask me that question? I don't want to rehash bad memories, bad dreams. I'm like, come on. That's not cool. Hey. Okay, so this one is just about done. The next question is, what is your biggest dream? My biggest dream is that my kids would be successful and self-reliant, because right now they aren't. Jamie in Oklahoma, your order is ready. Get that tucked away. Some of these are so hard to close, the taller ones. But once they're closed, they stay closed. All right, next order is to Lauren in Georgia. They ordered this rose straightener and a Simple Elegance with teal stripes and dots. And that is right here. There's your rose straightener. And here is your Simple Elegance. It's pretty. And it's got the stylus on the top. My biggest dream, yeah, would just have my kids be successful and self-reliant. That's a huge one. And that Teslin, for Teslin, it's a little different because she's still a baby to me. My dream for her would be to graduate high school and go on to college and actually get a career in something she loves. You know, I'm hoping Stephanie can actually do that too, because she has gone to college, started college courses. She's having a little bit of a hiccup right now. She wants to go back to school, but it's just not really possible for her right now. That was the main reason why she moved in here, was so she could go to school and not have to pay $650 in rent, try to work and go to school full time. It just doesn't work because she doesn't end up doing homework when she's working full time and going to school. And then her classes suffer for it, her grades suffer for it. So, you know, that's another dream of mine, is that she would actually be able to finish school like she wants to, find a career path that she wants to do, and get her done. And there's, I think, one more question. I have one more order after this, so I will answer that question when I'm wrapping up that last order. Oh, that question's going to be so simple to answer. Right. There we go. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like this washi tape may have lasted for the whole pink order. I actually had another set of papers set up because I counted wrong, thinking I needed another page, because these can hold 6. I can do 6 wrappings with one set of tissue paper here. I had 18 to wrap, so I don't know why I pulled out 4. Well, at least now I have one ready for Friday's shipment, which is already, I already have 13 orders for Friday. Because you guys just really supportive here. I cannot believe it. It's just so amazing. And what am I doing? I can't wrap this again. I'm getting ahead of myself here. You guys are amazing. You really are. And I appreciate all of you. All right, so Lauren in Georgia, your order is ready. Let's get that packed up in there. Ready for its trip across the country. And our final order is for Patricia in Nebraska. And she ordered 2 roast straighteners. And there's your receipt. And here are your roast straighteners right here. There you go. 2 of them. Twinsies. Okay, the last question on this tag, it says, what time do you go to bed? Really, that is not an easy question to answer, because I go to bed when I'm tired. As long as Tesla's in bed, I can go to bed. Well, sometimes I've gone to bed before her. Like I went to bed a couple nights in a row last week when I was having issues with my schedule at 5 p.m. That's too early for her to go to bed, so Daddy had to get her to bed. She didn't have a problem going to bed because I was already in there. But that was one of those days I got up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It might have even been midnight that I got up because I got way too much sleep. Or I just slept weird hours. Right now I'm on a good schedule. I slept 9.5 hours last night. I went to bed at 9. Yeah, it was about 9:30. Yeah, 9:30ish. And I got up at 7. Yeah, 9:30. But I was so tired, I couldn't do pins last night. But it worked out good. As long as I get it mailed out today, which I will, because the cutoff for the post office is not for another half an hour. And this is the last one. So I'm going to tell you guys thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with these long videos and keeping me company while I pack these up. Keep me accountable. Make sure that I'm always making them pretty. And look at that. The washi tape just ended. So that was perfect. I didn't jinx it after all. All right. And my clip is still got 2 minutes left. This is the order for Patricia in Nebraska. Your order is ready. Let's get it tucked away inside here. And I will say goodbye. Have a great day. Have fun time in painting. Be sure to watch that, my final Hua-Kan haul video. It's been posted already. And don't forget to always sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.